With Growlers head coach Eric Wellwood. Eric, gutsy effort, holding up a Reading comeback attempt. What do you make of the game tonight?
Yeah, it was a very good game by both teams, actually. I thought it was a tight playoff game. These are the type of, games that you're going to find yourselves in. I thought our boys played really, really well defensively again. They started to get some momentum in the end of the second period, and our boys, they were bending, but they didn't break, and they stayed very composed, and good effort to finish the job.
Keith Petruzzelli, another standout performance for him. Just seems to get better as the periods go on.
Oh, that's it. I think we do a good job at the start of the period to get them feel comfortable. We haven't been giving up as many scoring chances like we had earlier in the series, and I think that really helps him out. He's been doing a fantastic job. I've told you before, we have full confidence in him, and we've had, even when things haven't gone all that well, we still go back with him, and he's one of the better goalies, and we're very fortunate to have him.
Tyler Poland, another 2-goal game now, up to 12 this postseason. What are we feeding him?
Well, I'm not going to tell you that, but he's been fantastic. In my mind, he's our MVP of the playoffs so far. It's always easy to see his production, but it's everything else away from the puck that he's doing. He's very, very good on the face-offs. His power play is very, very good. At times he finds himself playing against the top line, and he does a good job not allowing them to get any scoring chances. So he's been fantastic.
And special teams and discipline played a big part in tonight's game. Not a whole lot on the power play nor the kill. How did that kind of factor into the game in your mind tonight?
Yeah, well, that's something that we need to continue to do, and something that we've been preaching, for a while now, is we got to stay out of the box. It's number one. Number two, power play last game was very, very strong. We went 3 for 5, and we scored a goal as well that didn't count with 2 seconds after the power play, and they did a good job. We didn't get a lot of opportunities tonight, but when we did, I thought they were very good. Jeremy McKenna had a great opportunity in the slot. It hit the post. They did a good job when they had their opportunities, but we didn't have that many, but the kill did a good job as well. I'm very happy.
Winning a game like tonight without a Zach O'Brien and a James Melindy due to injury and illness, what does that say about the team that was able to step up tonight?
Yeah, I think we're so fortunate with our team. We have so much depth. When somebody goes down, especially a guy as prominent as OB is as a player, you have guys that will step up, like a Bolin has stepped up, and you have guys that come in that haven't played in a while, you can fill in the lineup that are very, very good players. And I've said this before, we have guys on our team that haven't played all that much, but I would believe if they were on other teams, they would play a lot more.
Noel Hoffenmeyer recorded an assist tonight. He now owns the longest Growlers postseason point streak at 10 games, eclipsing Zach O'Brien's 9-game streak from the 2019 Kelly Cup season. What have you seen over those 10 games from Hoffenmeyer? Pretty impressive streak for a D-man.
Very, very good. If I think about our back end, he's arguably our best defenseman. I know Finkelstein's been fantastic as well, so I don't want to take anything away from him because he's been very, very good too. I think those guys are battling to be who's the best one, which is a good, healthy competition that they're having. That's a great stat. I didn't know that. It's pretty impressive to do. He's been so good. He's been through this before when he played junior with Ottawa. They got to go far very, very often, 2 years in a row. He's used to being in these situations, and you could tell that he elevates his game. And like I said, we're very fortunate to have him.
3 shots holding the Royals to just 3 in that third period in a game in which if they win, they win the series. What do you take away from that? That's a heck of a defensive third.
Yeah, it is. We got away from it a little bit with 6 minutes to go in the second, or 6:30 in the second, and they got 2 goals. And we know this about that team. If you give them a chance, they're going to score, and it's something obviously that we're really trying to key in on. To limit them to only 3 shots is something very impressive, especially when they had the momentum, I felt. And like I said earlier in this interview, we were bending, but we didn't break, and the boys did a fantastic job.
How important is the off day tomorrow for this team?
So important. I think we all need a day off. Not just the players, it's the staff, it's the trainers as well. We haven't had a day off since the playoffs started. So the boys are going to get to sleep in tomorrow. I'm going to get to sleep in tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah, it's well needed.
Go ahead, Barry.
So I mean, you went through the 7-game thing once already. That's the best thing for the preparation for Game 7 now is just take it easy and rest and just put it out of your mind for a day?
Oh, 100%. You know, we found ourselves, this is a young team that we have, and last series against TR, we had a lot of emotions and a lot of up and down, and we didn't know how to control them all that well. And the boys in that series in Game 7 did a fantastic job. They rose to the occasion. And then this series, we've been, do or die for the last 2 games, and the boys are getting comfortable in that feeling, and they understand, how to control their emotions. And that's one thing that I really took away from the game today. When Reading was really starting to push, the boys didn't get too high or too low that they were coming. They stayed very level-headed and stuck to the game plan, and they're getting used to being in these situations. I said to the boys after our first series, this was the best thing for us to go through a Game 7, because now we know what it feels like, and the boys are getting comfortable in these scenarios, which is very, very good moving forward.